Hi folks, Dutchie here at Westland RV in Lethbridge, Alberta, home of Travel Air Canada. Today we're going to talk about the 9.5 SL. So this is the biggest camper that we manufacture here at Westland. So this has a slide, 9.5 feet long, absolutely fantastic unit. Of course, as all of our product that we manufacture here at Westland, this is going to be a full laminate construction, fiberglass on the outside. This one is going to have the big refrigerator, the 6 cube. It's also going to have a 6-gallon DSI hot water tank as well. And this is going to have the full fiberglass bathroom shower unit on the inside. This one does have the Happy Jack system here as well, so that's really nice. We do everything from a remote control. We can put the jacks up and down. All of our campers are going to have the center of gravity point right here, and with that we can kind of schedule where it's going to sit best on the truck to give you just a really good feel and be safe going down the road with the same amount of weight on the front axle versus the back axle, things like that, just to make it just a good experience for you. This one does have the outside shower, and we're going to open up a lot of these cabinets, and we'll show these to you here in a little bit more in the video as we go. So this one also does have the full fiberglass front on it as well, where if we get into our smaller ones, we do not go to the full fiberglass, but this one does have the full fiberglass nose cap on the front of the unit. This one does have a rack system up at the very top. A lot of options that we can add to these units. So if you take a look through our sheets, you can always take a look to see what we could add on there or what is going to work best for your application. So this one here with the slide, it's always going to have the awning over top of the slide. And then we have our city water connection here and our fresh water connection here. And we have a little inspection panel. We're going to open all these up and we're going to show you these here in a few minutes as well. We come to the back of the unit here, so we've got the ladder here to get up on top for the roof rack system. We can put air conditioners on here, we can put solar, we can do solar pre-wire, just about anything that you want. This one does have the nice swing out handle here as well, makes it real easy to get up into the unit. This one does have the aluminum back bumper and the steps, which is an option to put on these units. LED lights on the very back. So this camper here, we're 2,750 pounds dry weight on this unit. And the nice thing with this camper as well is that we have just about 45 inches of space up into the bunk area. So we'll show you that once we get into the unit, and we can take a look and you can see, even sitting up in the middle of the night, you're not going to be banging your head as you do on some of the smaller units. Our water capacities on this is just a little over 44 gallons on the fresh, 41 on the gray, and 29 gallons on the black tank. So you have great capacities for a full weekend to be able to go out for any of the wastewater that you're going to have or any of the fresh water that you might need for your adventures on the weekend. So we've got the cabinets opened up here so we can take a look. So we've got one of these on either side on the 9.5. Great storage in underneath here so we can put some extra things as you're traveling. The outside shower, this is all lockable as well. Just open that up. You got hot and cold water. Makes it really nice so you don't have to use it inside if you can get away with that. We've got our propane tanks here. We've got capacity for 2 20-pound propane bottles, and they're all tucked away nice in their own little cabinet right in here. This, of course, is our fridge vent. That's going to be the vent for the cooktop. Furnace vent here. Our power cord and everything is going to be right here. We just pull that out and you can have it come through this little hole right there and we're good to go. We'll walk around to this side here and I'll show you a couple other nice little features that we have on here when it comes to access as well as for storage. So this is going to be our city water connector here, so we can fill our tank up from here, or we can hook directly right into a garden hose, so we can do it from a hydrant or from the side of the house. And then this is just a great access panel to be able to get in underneath where the shower unit is. If we ever needed to get in to do any work on that, we can get right into there. This is our battery box right here, fully lockable as well. So once the battery is in place, this is lockable, then we don't have to worry about somebody else coming along. Now we got a little video of the outside here showing what it looks like with the slide out. And then we've got our storage in here, the same as what we had on the other side. Right at the very back here as well, we have full access into here, and this is where we're going to dump our valves for our sewer as well as for our gray water. Everything is all tucked away in the bottom. Now, the real nice feature on this one here is that we do have the rear awning. So with the rear awning, you're out at the lake, you're out fishing or whatever it might be, you can just swing that awning out, and you've just got some real nice protection to cover up your barbecue or your lawn chairs or whatever it might be. So let's just walk up the steps here, and we're going to walk inside the unit. Let's take a tour inside. This is just a super, super nice unit. So let's walk inside. So this unit does have the slide. It is the 9.5. We have the dinette here. Now with this dinette, really simple. We can just drop this right down into place. The cushions come into here. Now we've got an extra spot for sleeping if you have grandkids or something like that to come along. And then on either one of the dinettes, we've got this great storage here. This one does have the oven. It does have the cooktop as well. Range hood here, of course. Lots of storage up in on top, and we're going to get a view inside of these here for you as well. This one does have the stereo, has an air conditioner. That is an option. So what we can do with these is they don't come with a standard, but like I say, we can add anything that you want. Just take a look at the list, and if there's something that you want, just talk to your local dealer, and they can definitely get that done for you. We can do it even aftermarket if that's the case, if the camper's there and it doesn't have some of these features. These things can be added at a later date. Come up in here to the shower. So this has the full fiberglass shower. I'm just going to step out of the way. So this is the full fiberglass shower. Once we get into our other campers, you're going to be looking, they're going to be a half fiberglass, fridge on the bottom, freezer up on top. Another great little cabinet right here with hanger capacity at the very top, so we can hang some shirts or whatever else you might need. As I said earlier, you have just about 45 inches of bedroom height up into the bunk area. Does have a fantastic fan up in the bunk area as well. We've got the skylight here with the pullback so that we can cut the sun out if we need to. Comes with a great mattress made right at Ducan Industries here in Lethbridge, Alberta. So they're not cheap mattresses. They're going to give you a real good sleep. And then we got capacity on either side and some really good little cabinets up at the very front. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this dinette down. I'm just going to show you how simple it is. Just hit the little button there. This comes to there. We drop this down into place. We move these cushions from there. We do the same thing on the opposite side, and now we've got a bed. So that takes less than 30 seconds to be able to get that into place, and now you've got sleeping capacity for a couple of little ones or somebody else that's here.